Yeah, thanks for playing yesterday. I'm a little rough around the edges, as usual. But hopefully you're not tuning in for my good looks anyways. We'll start with the request line. And I'm surprised everybody wasn't requesting this one. Our partner opens one no trump, and we have a game going hand with a void with 5-6 in the majors. And the request is, Mark, how do you play this one? And I have no clue. You can look it up, and maybe somebody will find something. I checked my normal sources, and nobody has like some sort of standard agreement. I think it might be. You could start with a Stamen, maybe. Maybe they would say one in your majors and make your life easy. Transfer to hearts and just be done with it. You can do a Texas transfer. Just say 4 diamonds, getting hearts. The thing that's lurking in this is that with this hand and this void, I mean, it's really easy to see if we have a fit, especially if the partner has 3 spades, like ace, queen, 10 or something. Like slam and the ace of diamonds, and slam is cold. So it's a very difficult hand. But I got nothing for you, and I really apologize for that. I got no good way to do this. I'll show you what the robots do. It's kind of fun. They transfer to spades, which is really where you would love to play, right? Because if he has the spades, then you're going to be in great shape. And then you can bid 3 hearts. Now, with a lot of agreements, this doesn't work, right? This 3 hearts might even actually show slam interest with spade fit. But the robots play it as 5-5. You get 4 hearts, and then of course now you get to that problem is that it sure looks like you have a shot at slam. If your partner has the ace of spades, ace queen, that's 6. Give him ace king. The problem is that we don't know about this. You know, if there's a bunch of points and clubs, I don't know how much that's going to help you. So you could pass it out here. In match points, you'll be fine. At a Swiss, you know, some tables you're just going to get beat real bad if slam is there. The robots will play this as the ace of clubs, which isn't quite accurate, but it is a first round control. He says 5 diamonds, so we know he has the ace of diamonds. The only thing we don't know is the ace of spades. So I guess we're bidding 5 hearts and hoping that if he has the ace of spades, maybe he bids 6. He doesn't, and he has the ace of spades, and he covers both our diamond losers. So if the hearts break, and if we can do something with the spades, it looks like slam. Actually, it turns out to be very badly split, and it's there's a dummy way to get to 6, but you can make 5 easily. But as far as the request goes, I don't know, maybe if you find something, get back to me. I'd love to know how you would handle it. So, board 4, it's kind of about the dangers of bidding in the red, right? We're both vulnerable here. Sorry. Both vulnerable. And it's going to be a competitive auction. And we have the majority of points. Our partner opens, and we have 12 points, right? So we have this game going hand. And naturally, with the game going hand, or one that's close enough, we'll start with our diamonds. We won't bid our 4-card suit first. With less, you bid your 4-card suit first. You might only get 1 bid. You want to mention the fact you have hearts. But here, you can afford, you'll still build your hearts later. You're probably going to want to force the game. And then all hell breaks loose, right? Club past diamond, suddenly they're in the auction even though they only have maybe 16 points, right? They do it with a double, which would suggest that South has the opening hand, right? And North should be weak, right? If my partner has opening and I have opening and South has opening, then North shouldn't have anything to bid with, right? So he's probably got some longer spades. And also, it might suggest that South has got some distributional values. Or maybe my partner has some distributional values and open to light. Maybe he's got long clubs and diamonds. So it's kind of interesting. An interesting auction. I suspect at least West and South are bidding on distribution. Or maybe North just managed the 2 spades because he has a lot of spades. anyways, we know hearts are over here, and the majority of points should be over here. And the question is, what do we do, right? And it gets a little dicey. We can't really bid no trump, and we're uncertain of whether we should be defending. We're all in the red, right? And that means we could, if all we have is a part score, we should be happy with setting them. So what we can do here is take the low road, put 3 diamonds, right? This is not a forcing bid, and there is some danger here in bidding 3 diamonds, but at least we have a suit now. And sometimes when you're in a competitive auction, the ability to nail down a suit is very important. Now they bid 3 spades. It comes back to me, and I have some choices to make. First of all, they may not be making 3 spades, right? They may not be making 3 spades, in which case if I double and can set them 1, they're at negative 200, which is a great score as long as we don't have a game. As long as we don't have a game, that's a great score. The other option is for me to play in 4 diamonds, right? We have a diamond suit, we have this ace king, you know, my partner has opening points somewhere, we should have some stuff covered. At imps, I may take a really strong view of this hand and even go to game on this hand, hoping we have the right stuff. And at imps, you want to get that big score, right? If you're making 600 here and nobody else is, you get a lot of imps. But at match points, where you're just being ranked, you have to be more cautious. So I think I might leave it up to my partner here to see whether he wants to defend or not. So I'll double. Let him know I have points. This should be our hand. He bids 4 diamonds. He doesn't want to double. And now the question is whether I go to game. Well, I think that on an auction like this, most people will not get to game. All of this bidding just says 5 diamonds is too high. Although as we look at it, we can see how it could make. If the 8, if partner has something, he's got clubs, right? If he's got the ace of diamonds, give him, that's, now we're about where he's at. Ace of diamonds and ace king queen of clubs, that would be a great hand for us, and we'd have 2 spade losers maybe. Should be roughing hearts on the 3rd time around. So 5 diamonds is in my head as possible, but I think here at match points, I'll just play it safe. I don't think a lot of people will be in game. So 4 diamonds seems fine, and look at the club suit. What a beautiful club suit. All right, so stiff heart. We knew he was going to be hearts. Were they going down in spades? Well, they were going to lose the diamond. They were going to lose the king of spades. They were losing the ace king of hearts and maybe a club. So yeah, they were going to go down. So they were at negative 200. So we had a chance of setting them and getting a couple hundred. So now just making 5 diamonds might not be good here. Right, so I may have made the wrong choice. I may have might have been better, or I doubled. Might have been better if my partner had passed. But with that club suit, it might have been better if he had gone to game. Or maybe this is my fault for not seeing game. Anyways, we can take that. I would like to lead at the king queen here. I think 1 club lead is safe. It is. And then I can lead at the double honor, which will make pulling trump easy if there was a bad split. But as it turns out, there's not. So everything's good there. Here comes the spade lead from the right side of the table, so I will get a spade trick. All right, and now this hand is pretty good. Unless we're going to get roughed here. And we don't. So that's 8. We have 4 clubs left. So the queen will pull the last club. We'll have all of those. We've got the ace of hearts. We've got tricks galore at this point. Just simply have to pull trump. And the hand is yours and making 150. So, should I have been in game? Well, maybe. At imps, we would want to be in game for sure. But playing at match points, things are different. And at our tables, we had only 1 pair in 5 diamonds, and I believe they got forced there by north-south continuing to bid. Now, if north-south was at 4 spades and north-south was doubled, you were going to make more, probably, doubling them and defending, because they weren't going to make a lot of spades. I don't see anybody in spades, but they clearly have a lot of losers. So was this good or bad? Well, but for the one table that got forced into 5 diamonds and therefore made 600, right? This was a good score, so I should be happy with it. Again, this is match point scoring, and there is a little bit of screwiness about it. All right, so turning to board 5. The rules change in a competitive auction. The rules change. For a second, imagine South doesn't offer up this 2 club bid, which happened at most of our tables. And then what divided the field seemed to be what West said here. If South doesn't bid a club, it is clear that our bid is 1 heart. Right? We have 7 points. We have a 4-card heart suit. We have to mention it. We don't bid diamonds with a 4-card major. But when South gets in the way, it changes the dynamic, right? And now if we bid 2 hearts, it becomes a forcing bid. Now, even a partner if he has a minimum hand and he has 4 hearts, we may not want to be in 3, which is where we would put him if we bid 2 hearts. What we do here is we need to bid our diamonds, right? So diamonds is not forcing, right? It shows a minimum hand. Right here, the robot would say it shows 6 to 10. If we bid hearts, they call it a free bid, right? Or not free bird, free bid. 5 hearts, a promise of 5 hearts, a promise of an invitational or better hand, absolutely forcing. So you cannot bid 2 hearts here because you will get your partnership too high in the auction. You bid 2 diamonds instead. Right? Now you've not made a forcing bid, partner doesn't go on, and now you have the choice of whether you go on. Now, match points. First thing you always are thinking about, what are the colors? What are the colors? Right? When you're white, there's really not much danger in bidding 3 diamonds here. Even if they double you and set you 1, it's only a negative 100, right? So you can get set here, go down, and you will do better than them making 3 clubs, which is 110, right? So that little 10 points is all the difference in a good score or bad score. So here we think, well, what do I have extra? Are we setting clubs? Well, it certainly doesn't seem like it. We have a couple good hearts, and that's about it. So they're probably making, and the question is, do I want to take a save? And at this level in the white, you can bid 3 over 3. And you buy the contract for your partner. If I can get out of there in time. Nope. Yes. Okay. So let me go over there and see what it looks like. The first trick, go back to the first trick here. They led the king of spades, of course, a winning trick. The king of clubs, I'm sorry. Eyes are getting old. And switch to a heart. So we've got ace, king, 10. We like our hearts. We got 3 tricks there. We should be able to pull diamonds. So if we count 4 diamonds and 4 hearts, which this lead should give us, that's 8 tricks there. We just need 1 more. And of course, when you go to look for that 9th winner, you got 2 clubs and 1 club left. And we will just simply rough a club. So let's stick in the 8 here. They go up with a jack, and of course now we have 4 tricks, assuming that the diamonds break tolerably. And they follow once, they follow twice, and we are good to go. Pull the last trump. All I need is 1 trump in West, right, to rough a club for my 9th trick. And that will go up to the king, ace of hearts, king of hearts, 10 of hearts, and then take care of the business, right? My last trick was that club rough, so I will do it right now. Now we're going to lose a couple of spades, obviously, but at the end we will have a cross rough of a club roughing a diamond and a spade getting roughed. The 10 of diamonds roughing the club and a spade getting roughed back in your hand. And you will get 2 more tricks, so long as you don't play them at the same time. So we are making. This is how you bid competitively in match points, right? And we'll take a look at one more. It seems like most of our, well, with the exception of the request line, we've been talking a lot about what are we doing when we're bidding at match points, and what are we looking at. And of course, as I said earlier, we're looking at the colors. Here we are east-west, and north has, and we are in the red, right? So we are at risk. It comes to us after in the pass-out seat, and we have an opening hand. Now, when we are on the pass-out seat, the rules about shape and take-out doubles don't apply. Okay, it is not necessary that you're short in the heart suit. Okay, we just are trying to get into the auction somehow with our 14 points. Now, we don't have a 5-card suit to bid, but sometimes if you had a really, really good 5-card suit, made like a 5-card spade suit, say ace, king, jack, 9, you would go ahead and bid it here, right? You would just say fine, especially if you had shortness elsewhere. Here you're flat-ish all over because you don't have shortness in hearts or another suit. And if you bid, you are just simply reopening. That's what we call it in the pass-out seat. You are making a reopening double. All right? The rules don't apply. You don't need to be short in hearts. Okay? Now, this is a questionable hand, right? So they're making 90. That's great. If they can get to 90 and they don't get any more, we're happy, because if we go down one, then, right, that's negative 100, right? So negative 90 versus negative 100, that 10-point slice could be the difference between a top and a bottom. So this bid is very tough. Just fooling around with the robot, letting the robot make a decision, he went back and forth. It was amusing. I mean, he literally was going back and forth. 50% of the time he makes a double, 50% of the time he passes. Let's stick our necks out. Make a double. 1 no trump, and I'm going to jump over here. I'm going to take him out so he doesn't bid again at least. I'm going to pass, leaving him there. Should be like maybe 7 to 10 points, 7 to 9 points over there with that 1 no trump. And I will jump an east seat after jumping out of this one, so that we don't have to watch the robot screw up a hand. You can watch me screw up a hand instead, right? And 1 no trump passes. So what did I have? I had 8 points. This is typical. I have the ace of hearts, the ace of spades, the ace of clubs, the ace of diamonds. Missing a lot of kings. Good time to look at the bidding again. 1 heart bid that could not be responded to. So I have 8. Partner has 14. That's 22. If we give north just 14 points or 13 points, it doesn't leave a lot for south. Maybe a king. Maybe a king. But it looks a lot like we're going to find all the honors that matter in North's hand, which is really important because we have the queen of clubs and the queen of spades. Now, difficulty here, North's going to get some heart tricks in no trump. We need to duck 1 time, just in case when we take a shot at some of these kings that South has one of those kings. And then they could lead a spade back through. But if we duck once, right now, if South happens to have a king, as we go to work on the kings, they won't be able to lead a heart back. Now, like I said, I suspect the North's going to have the majority of them. So maybe we try, let's see, let's cross over to our ace here and take a shot at the queen of spades. Right? If North has the king, then he's going to get that in his 3 hearts. He does. But opens up some chances for us now to score a couple spade tricks. The first thing we're going to have to do is dump some. As we know, we have to make 3 discards. There's 1, easy one. I think the diamond one might be easy. I think 2 diamond ones might be easy. Oh, he switches. No, sorry, he was playing hearts. Yeah. And he leads the queen of spades, the jack of spades. So we get those. Oh, and look, he has spades. He has spades. No, that would be, he would have 3 spades, right? And secondly, 7, 8. I threw one away. Yeah. I lost track. anyways, let's get back on track here. The 10 of spades is good. We want to take a shot at the clubs. And what if we did this? And there's the king. So we got to lead back here. He might have just diamonds. He does, in fact, just have diamonds. So we come up one short. Oh no, we got it all. Yep. So we make 90 here. He was stuck with just diamonds left and he had to lead to the queen. Right? So we knew where everything was. Made a pretty easy play. Even in my under-caffeinated state, I was able to eke out a 90. So reopening was a winning bid here. A reopening double. Something to be thinking about. A lot easier to do when you're not in the red. But here, over one heart, I mean, the chances at match points that somebody's going to play at the one level are just slim to nothing. Very, very rarely happens. You're almost always going to be able to talk your way into making some sort of bid in that pass-out suit. This was close. This was close. But the winning bid, win at no one, no trouble. Make your contract. All right, so thanks, and we'll see you next week.